The Israeli military orders people in northern Gaza to evacuate as troops continue a week-long offensive against Hamas militants in the area.
Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk has said he will not respect any EU rights to asylum if it threatens his country's security.
A funeral was held for at least half a dozen Palestinians killed by Israeli forces in Gaza Strip, a Palestinian news agency reported on Saturday. Wafa released a video claiming several people died in an unspecified Israeli attack. It comes as the Israeli military ordered people in the northern Gaza Strip to evacuate as troops continue a week-long offensive against Hamas militants in the area. Smoke and dust were seen rising among the buildings in Beirut's suburbs on Saturday as Israeli strikes targeted pockets of the Lebanese city over the last few days. The Speaker of Iran's parliament visited the scene of an Israeli airstrike in Lebanon's capital that killed and wounded dozens. While at the site, Mohammed Bagher Khalibaf vowed that Tehran would continue supporting Lebanese and Palestinians fighting against Israel. Lebanon's caretaker Prime Minister Najib Mikati said Lebanon's priority was to work towards a ceasefire.
The leaders of 9 southern EU countries have pledged support for Lebanon's military to reassert control over the country's south in a bid to end the fighting between Israel and Hezbollah. In a joint declaration, the leaders of the Med-9 group said they would continue advocating for the Lebanese armed forces, which are called to play a critical stabilizing role. The unfolding situation in the Middle East is gravely alarming, the declaration said. Israel and Hezbollah have exchanged almost daily cross-border fire since the war in Gaza started last October. In recent weeks, Israel has carried out increasingly heavy strikes into areas deeper inside Lebanon and at the end of September launched a ground offensive in the country. It's estimated there are 15,000 Israeli soldiers operating in Lebanon. And Hezbollah has also expanded its rocket fire to more populated areas in Israel. Those tit-for-tat strikes have displaced tens of thousands of people on both sides of the border.
Russian airstrikes on the Ukrainian region of Zaporizhia have injured 3 people, local authorities said on Saturday. Ukraine's emergency services shared a video showing police and rescue teams working on the targeted site. The attack was carried out using a guided aerial missile hitting a residential area, Ukraine's Interior Ministry said. In the country's northeast, Ukrainian authorities continue to evacuate residents from the Sumy region. The area has come under increased attack from the Russian army, the Ukrainian National Police said, prompting the evacuation of thousands. Meanwhile, the Russian Ministry of Emergency Situations posted a video online on Saturday morning, purportedly showing a fire raging at an oil depot in the Russian-occupied Ukrainian city of Rovenki. A Ukrainian drone attack caused the fire, the video claims. In Russia's northwest, the country's defense minister, Andrei Belousov, inspected the Northern Fleet military facility. Belousov visited nuclear-powered submarine missile cruisers and a site storing electronic weapons, as well as the living quarters of personnel.
Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk has said he would not respect or implement any asylum rights if it threatens Poland's security. Tusk said this on Saturday. He stressed that no one would convince him or force him to change his mind.
Naprawdę, nawet jeśli będę dostawał po głowie, absolutnie twardy i bezwzględny, jeśli chodzi o nielegalną migrację, jeśli chodzi o przestrzeganie tylko tych przepisów europejskich dotyczących migracji, które wspierają nasze bezpieczeństwo. Nie będziemy respektować ani implementować żadnych europejskich, unijnych pomysłów, jeśli będziemy mieli pewność, że one godzą w nasze bezpieczeństwo. Mówię tutaj o pakcie migracyjnym.
2 years after Poland erected a border barrier to stop migrants from entering from Belarus, the influx has diminished, but public debate over the issue has remained.